Well, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. You just went from bad to extremely worse. Everybody wanted Trump in office? I got news for you. You bet on a dead horse. I started watching this stuff on TV today, and I've never gotten so infuriated in my life. I was listening to the nitwits up there in D.C. They're totally unreal. They don't know nothing about the damn Constitution. All they know is, or what they believe in, the only thing they believe in is what they want to pass. Nothing else matters. There's no common sense up there, very little of it. Oh yeah. They want more restrictions. Oh boy. Trump has been cautious considering changes for gun laws, and so on. But he was endorsed by the National Rifle Association, and now he's like turning the back on them real quick. Yeah, they've been weary of angry voters who oppose any curbs on gun ownership, particularly ahead of the November election in which the party's controlled Congress will be at stake. It looks like that way. He pushed Congress to go big on the bill. He told NRA officials it's time. We've got to stop this nonsense. It's time. Yeah, you're right about that, Mr. President. We need to stop this damn nonsense. If you don't understand the Constitution, you have no business sitting in that seat, nor do any congressman or any senators to sit there and spouted all that nonsense about stuff that meant absolutely nothing. There's no common sense anymore. Why didn't you ask the people what they wanted instead of asking these nitwits? They're only worried about election time. Well, I can tell you one thing about elections. There's going to be a lot of them people who disappear. And then you want to change the damn legal age of buying firearms from 18 to 21. But let me tell you something, Mr. President, and any other you assholes that are out there listening. At 18 years old, you're old enough to die for this country. Remember that. That's why they changed the right to vote down to 18 back in 1971. They still had the draft on. And these kids were old enough to die for the country, but they weren't old enough to vote. Well, if you're not old enough to buy a firearm at 18, you shouldn't be old enough to die for your country. That means all you old folks are going to have to go out there and fight the wars. How about I got a better idea. Let's send the damn politicians out there. I mean, they've got all the answers. This is completely asinine. Now all these states are joining in. Oh, we got to ban all these semi-automatic rifles and handguns. And I'm sorry. You bastards need to go back and look at the Constitution, read it. Don't let some damn lawyer, some spin doctor up here in D.C. try to rephrase it some other way so it has a different meaning. It's to be interpreted as the way it's written. I'm sorry, people, but this really has me pissed up. Oh, good Lord. Oh, I'm. We're heading right down the same path as Australia and Canada. If you people don't stand up and address these things, you can kiss your rights, your guns, your livelihood, your freedoms, your liberties. Go right down the drain. It says here, the reason nothing's gotten done here is because the gun lobby has had a veto power over any legislation that comes before Congress, said Murphy. Yep, Democratic Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut. Yep. Oh man. Yeah, these bills could pass the Senate with Trump's backing. Oh, good Lord, people. Good luck. And call every congressman you have. You call every senator you have. And you don't do it just today. You do it tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. You're heading right into a communist state. This is sad. Thanks for watching.